Hello everybody and welcome to Kannapolis Raceway from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Here for the running of the NAPA Duels at Kannapolis. As you can see here, we got the first duel racers to start off for this race for 10 laps, and then the second duels will race for 10 laps. These drivers will race their way in, or later after the race they'll vote their way into the big race with the Old School 200. But right now, let's get to see some of the drivers. Ricky Rudd has some struggles here at Kannapolis for the past, but I'm pretty sure he's getting the hang of it because he's starting on the pole for the first duel race. And then there's the 2016 Old School 200 winner, Jimmy Johnson, starting second. Jeff Burton did not make it to last year's big race, but hopefully he will make it to the big race if he stays out of trouble. And there's Jeff Gordon. He's been so close to winning the big race. Ricky Rudd, we all know he's very fast. There's Mark Martin, your 2015 Old School 200 winner. And then one of the big news coming into this race, Christian Fittipaldi will drop 43, replacing John Andretti once again after John Andretti is dealing with cancer, and we hope he gets well soon. And then Morgan Shepherd, he will make his debut, and he is the oldest driver in the field. The age of 76. He's attempting to make his Old School 200 debut. So let's get to the start lineup for today's race. On row 1, you got Ricky Rudd and Jimmy Johnson. Row 2 is the pair of Jeffs, Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon. Row 3, it is Ricky Rudd and Jeff Bodine. Row 4, it is Mark Martin, the 2015 Old School 200 winner, and Jamie McMurray driving the 26th. Row 5 is Christian Fittipaldi and Morgan Shepherd below the cut line before the race starts. And on the final row, we got Kyle Petty and Todd Bodine. Now let's get the command start engines here at Kannapolis. Drivers, start your engines! Ricky Rudd will lead it onto the green, but Johnson gets a jump. As they come off of turn 3 and 4, Jimmy Johnson will lead the first lap, but Ricky Rudd will take the lead. Here comes Jeff Burton, side by side to the lead. Burton will lead that lap as they're each other's bumpers, and here comes Gordon making it 3 wide. Jeff Gordon takes the lead. Here's a little flyby as Burton and Rudd bumped each other. Trouble, Jimmy Johnson spins, caution. It looks like Johnson just lost on his own. I don't think there was contact between Mark Martin and Johnson. And he goes up against the wall, goes back down. Thank goodness nobody hit him. It's been a bad race since the start of the race. Pace truck turns left. Jeff Gordon will lead them down back to the green. He gets a good restart. And we got a battle to see who will make it to the big race. But the white flag is out, 1 lap to go. 3 wide racing as they come off of turn 3 and 4. Jeff Gordon will win the first duel race. And who will make it in? There's contact. And it looks like Jeff Bodine will make it into the big race as Christian Fittipaldi has crashed. And Todd Bodine, Kyle Petty, they'll have to vote their way into the big race. Tough break for them. Alright, so here's what happened. The battle to make it to the big race. They were just racing hard to make it in. Looks like Fittipaldi had it there. There was contact. Looks like Bodine got on the wall, but I don't know what happened to Fittipaldi. They both made contact. They spun. Then Bodine beat Fittipaldi. Around they go. Then Fittipaldi hit the inside pit wall. Decent hit. Then Bodine just manages to save it. But good news for Jeff Bodine. He is in to the 2018 Old School 200. Christian Fittipaldi, who was replacing John Andretti, he will have to vote his way in. Tough break for the 43, but congratulations to Jeff Bodine to make it into the big race. It was this man, the number 24 Chevy Monte Carlo, DuPont, Rainbow Warrior, Rick Hendricks, Jeff Gordon. He is the winner of the NAPA Duels at Kannapolis for the first race, and he will be a pole sitter for the 2018 Old School 200. And he's looking for his first Old School 200 win. It's been so close. But let's see how it goes on the big race. Let's look at the rest of the results. Ricky Craven comes on second. And this is the second time he finished second to a Hendrick car. It was back in 2015 by Jimmy Johnson on the first duel race. And he has great luck at Kannapolis. Let's see what he does in the big race. And Jeff Burton finishing third. And he has finally raced his way in to the 2018 Old School 200 after missing last year's big race. Congratulations to Jeff Byrne on making it into the big race. Jamie McMurray comes on 4th. Ricky Rudd, the pole sitter at the first duel race, finishes 5th. Mark Martin, the 2015 Old School 200 winner, finishes 6th. Jimmy Johnson finishes 7th, the 2016 Old School 200 winner. And Morgan Shepherd finishes 8th, and he has beat the record of the oldest driver in the field at the age of 76 on his debut. Congratulations to Morgan Shepherd on making it into the big race, and congratulations to Jeff Woodine by finishing 9th and making it into the big race. And now let's see the drivers that they have to vote their way in. Christian Fittipaldi, filling in for John Andretti, finishes 10th after being in the crash. He will have to vote his way in. Kyle Petty finishes 11th. And Toppledine finishes 12th. Actually, a position swap. Toppledine 11th and Kyle Petty 12th. And both of them have to vote their way into the big race. So that is it for the first duel race. Congratulations to Jeff Gordon on winning the first duel race. The first duel finishers will be starting on the outside of the Old School 200. And congratulations to all 9 drivers to make it into the big race. It is now on to the second duel race. Welcome back to the NAPA Duels here at Kannapolis. This will be the second duel race. Once again, just like the first one, 10 laps. And as you can see, the number 20, Tony Stewart, starts on a pole alongside Ryan Newman. Here's some headlines for the second duel race. Ernie Irvan is making his last Old School 200 race if he makes it into the big race. And Bill Elliott is back in Kannapolis for the first time since 2015 after being in that horrific crash. And also, he was with Chase Elliott all this time. And Johnny Benson, the 2-time Old School 200 winner from 2014 and last year, he's starting second to last. The speed wasn't there for testing. And Rusty Wallace, once again, trying to race his way in. He has no luck when it comes to duel races. All he had to do is vote his way in, but he did race his way into the big race once. Can he do it again? Let's find out, and let's see the starting lineup. On the first row, we got Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman. On the second row, we got Ernie Irvan on his last NAPA duel race, and Bill Elliott. Row 3, Terry Labonte and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 4, Wally Dallenbach and Bobby Labonte. Row 5, Rusty Wallace and Darrell Waltrip. And the final row, Johnny Benson and Matt Kenseth. Kenseth did win the duel race back in 2016. So here's your command. Start engines to start the second duel race. Drivers, start your engines! The pace truck turns left. Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman will lead them down to the green. We're underway for the second duel race. As we got a battle for second between Ernie Irvan and Ryan Newman. Tony Stewart will lead the first lap. So fly by start finish line. Here comes Ernie Irvan, 3 wide. Bill Elliott in the inside. Bill Elliott will lead that lap. Where did he come from? There's contact between Newman and Elliott. And they're side by side. Newman will take the lead as they're flyby turn 3. And trouble! Dallenbach with a hard hit collects Kenseth. Waltrip is upside down. Dallenbach on top of Matt Kenseth. Cautions out. Darrell Waltrip is upside down as we're under a red flag. Red flag immediately. What a crash. And all 3 of those drivers will have to vote their way in as Darrell Waltrip goes behind the wall. Let's run board with him. Matt Kenseth is going behind the wall. Same with Wally Dallenbach. What a crash. Well, here's what happened. Looks like Labonte tagged Wally. And then Dallenbach goes for a ride. Hard hit on the pit wall. And then Kenseth, nowhere to go. Darrell Waltrip, nowhere to go. And look at Johnny Benson. He's been at the back end. Once again, he's a lucky man to escape a big crash. But terrible crash between Waltrip and there's Dallenbach and Kenseth. What a wreck. After a 30-minute red flag, we're back on the way. Bill Elliott gets a great restart. We're on board with it with just 2. Oh, trouble! Crash! We got a big crash with 2 laps to go. 6 cars involved in this wreck. Red flag immediately. So as we take a look at the replay of what happened, they were just about to go start finish on 2 laps to go. Then there was contact between Labonte, Ernie Irvan. Then they all get bunched up. Johnny Benson, he thought he was going to get away with it once again. But the crash went down, and then Stewart and Wallace, they were trying to go, but the wreck went faster than them. Then they all get bunched up. That was just a scary, scary crash once again. Only 3 cars remain on track. Let's see if NASCAR will let them race again, or they'll call it. Due to lack of cars finishing this race, NASCAR has decided to call this race. So that means Bill Elliott is your winner of the second NAPA duel race here at Kannapolis, and he will be starting second of the 2018 Old School 200. The ones that make it to the race or voted the way in, they'll be starting on the outside lane of the big race, like the first duel race. Finishers are starting on the outside, inside lane. Excuse us. And as you can see, everybody that was in this wreck, they're all okay. And the drivers that were remained in this track after the first crash, they're all into the big race. Let's get to the results. Bill Elliott is your winner, and this is his second dual win here at Kannapolis on the second start of the Old School 200 and his second dual race. Ryan Newman comes on second, Dale Hunter Jr. comes on third, Tony Stewart comes on fourth, Rusty Wallace fifth, Taylor Labonte sixth, Johnny Benson seventh, Ernie Irvin eighth, Bob Labonte ninth. Those are all the drivers that made it into the race. And the remainders, Wally Donalback 10th, Matt Kenseth 11th, and Darrell Waltrip 12th. They will have to vote their way in for you guys. You guys have to vote these drivers and Fittipaldi, Bodine, and Petty. That means the Old School 200 is set. This has been a crazy race. That is all. I want to thank you guys for watching this race. Hope you guys tune in to the Old School 200 coming soon. And don't forget, the fan vote is coming. So check your community post once it's posted, and the videos, Instagram, eNation48. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this race. We'll see you at the Old School 200.